Now, before I get into this video, want you guys to keep in mind of one thing is that you do start somewhere. So don't try going 0 to 100. Don't try going from working 1 hour a day, 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day to suddenly working 10, 12 hours a day. Go step by step and ideally do it within like 2 to 3 days. So for example, if you're working 6 hours a day right now, 5 hours a day, go to six and a half, go to seven, and then 2, 3 days after, go to eight, go to nine, go to 10, and keep going like that until you hit 10, 12. It's going to be impossible. It's not impossible, but it's going to be just so much harder for you to go from 5, 6 to 10, 12 if you haven't done that baseline of warming it up kind of before you do so. So that's the first. Now, there's a couple step by steps that you guys can follow to work 10 to 12 focused hours per day. However, the ones that work the best for me is the ones that I'm going to cover list by list right now. So if I keep looking on that side of my screen, it's because I have a couple of notes that I want to go out of and the things that I've kind of written down to make you guys remember, right? Now, the first thing is the by far the most important thing that I started doing a year ago when I started the business. I started planning the day the night before. So this is just like I just literally, I can promise you guys, I can't imagine working day by day without doing this. Like the night before, I spend like 15 minutes just writing down the top three priorities for tomorrow. I write down the exact task and I write down time blocks, like 2 to 3 hour time blocks, where I literally write down what I'm going to do. So let's say I wake up at 2 p.m., which is like Pacific super early because I work Pacific hours. I wake up 2 p.m. and I'm working and I put like 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. This is what I'm doing. 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. I have meetings. 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. This is what I'm doing. 8 p.m. to this p.m. This is what I'm doing. Basically everything. And what I'll do in this description of this YouTube video, I'll put in the initial template for day-to-day planning. And I promise you guys, if there's one thing that you guys take from this video, it is that one. There's a reason I put this one first. It is by far the biggest game changer, right? Biggest game changer is planning your day the night before because without knowing what direction you're going and what you're doing, there's absolutely no way for you to have the structure and focus to be able to do what you're supposed to do if you're just sitting thinking about what you're going to do without knowing exactly what tasks and what to execute on. Put your workspace and your initial desk and your work spot like I have right in front of me. It's literally only my monitor, my computer, and my mouse, and just like a water bottle, and that's just the basic stuff I have. There's nothing else here. There's nothing to distract me. Make it up so that there's no hesitation when you wake up in the morning and the first thing you do is log on to your computer. You literally just see your task. You're like, okay, shit, this is what I got to do. Let me get done with it. Second thing is morning activation. So hydrate first thing in the morning. Like, okay, so first thing, don't use your phone. Like, put your phone away. Obviously, you have your alarm on your phone. Ideally, if you can, if you have a second phone, put your alarm on that phone. That is what I typically do. Put your phone away, right? Keep it away. Don't use it unless you've been awake for at least like 45 to an hour. Do the task, do the work, do what you got to do. First thing, hydrate 250 to 500 milliliters of water, ideally with a pinch of pink salt if you can to help with electrolytes. If you have electrolyte pouches as well, you can use that. Pink salt works just as fine. Not haven't really tested with normal ordinary salt, but it might just work. I don't know. Do you guys use research? Ask ChatGPT. It's crazy we kind of come up to that point. You can either do some light coffee. You could do some tea in the morning. I typically don't do anything before after like maybe an hour or two when I'm going to dive into some meetings or something. And if I feel extra off, I might just do a cup of coffee. But as mentioned, no emails, no socials, no messages, not even to your freaking clients, nothing like that with unless you've been an hour awake, because then your brain is activated, you're a little bit more in work mode, you can do stuff instead of just all of a sudden just doing something. Let me give you guys an example, right? The way you start your day is the way that your day is going to go, is the way that your week is going to go, is the way that your month is going to go. Like, don't forget that, right? So what do you think is going to happen? It's normal having client issues. It's normal having problems that you got to face as a business owner, but you don't want that to be the first thing that you wake up to. If you wake up and you see a message from a client, hey man, what the fuck is happening to my Facebook profile? Why is this happening? Why is that happening? That's going to fuck your brain up and it's going to ruin all the momentum you could have built in the first of the day. However, if you start off by not opening your WhatsApp, not opening your emails, nothing like that, you do what you got to do first. Your mind is cooled down. It's in a tranquil state. Boom, you jump in, you see problems. You're already ready to execute rather than having it all the first thing that comes into your mind. So don't do any of that. Third task is to do a deep work protocol, right? This is super core. Do one task at a time, close everything else, put your phone on do not disturb, place it outside of your reach, don't have it close by too as well. And the reason you want to do this is because if you switch tabs, if you check your phone, If you change task, essentially while doing one specific task, understand the fact that you are literally resetting your brain's focus and losing 20 to 45 minutes of momentum. And I swear you might not realize this once you're doing it. You might be like, oh, it's just a tap. Oh, I'm just going to answer a quick little message. Oh, I'm just going to do this. Bro, trust me, the time it takes for your brain to get back into that flow state or get back into that focus of doing that one task, so much, you lose so much time on it and you don't realize it unless it happens time and time and time and time and time again. So if you can, listen to me, just freaking remove that. Don't do it at all. Just have it outside. Just don't let it be possible. Okay, that's very, very important. So one task at a time. Keep everything else closed, no tabs, nothing like that open. Just do exactly what you're supposed to do. Okay. I'm gonna have to go a little bit quick here because I don't have the most time. Fourth thing, build urgency. Okay, remind yourself that you will, regardless of the age you're at right now, you will never have the time and the energy that you do right now. Look yourself in the literal mirror. If you have one in your room, if you have one in your office, wherever you are, it's literally now or never. And I know a lot of people, they emphasize on this and they put importance on this, but you don't realize the importance on this. It's time to start actually realizing the importance on this because this is huge. Let that truth scare you, right? It's scary enough to move. That's the important thing. This should be scary because it's like it's a scary thing, and I get it. I like when I did it, and when I actually had to realize that it's freaking scary. It's like fuck. Because if I literally don't do anything right now, what's gonna happen in a couple of years? Well, I'm gonna get married. I'm gonna have a wife. I'm gonna probably have some kids. When I have kids and I have a wife, there's a lot more priorities. Probably going to move out. Probably going to have to take care of my parents. Probably going to have to do this. Probably going to have to take care of food. Probably going to have to do that. There's a lot of fucking things which you don't realize are going to come up. So if you're young or whatever age you're at, I don't want you at 30, if you're watching this thinking, oh shit, I'm already old. You're not. That is why I said you're not going to be as young and as energy filled as you are right now because that is so true. You're not going to be that. It's kind of like that saying, would you plant a tree 20 years ago? That would have been the best. Obviously, yes. But if you planted it yesterday, it's the second best time of doing it. It's the same exact thing. So don't look at yourself and compare with age. Just understand that right now, this time and moment, you're never going to be younger than this exact second. So it's now or it's never. And it literally is now. Please remember that, put some emphasis, put some importance on it. Fifth thing is daily physical training or exercising, whether that be a walk, whether that be calisthenics, whether that be the gym, whether that be running, whatever it is, do at least 45 minutes up there. There's no such thing as a rest day. Yes, you can have a rest day from working out in the sense of like the weights and shit like that you do if you need a leg day off or whatever it is. But go take a walk then one day. Go do some calisthenics, do some push-ups, do something, keep your body moving because everybody watching this video, you're doing something online, you have a business, you're sitting working multiple hours, and if you want to hit 10 to 12 hours per day, you got to be able to do that if you want to do it focused enough. Your brain literally can't just sit on a screen and not do anything of that. Like it might seem like, oh, I'm in the trenches, in the struggle, bro. It's not always about the amount of hours you work. I know I'm saying 10 to 12 because that is ideal. You don't need to work 18, but it's about what you do in those hours. Like if you have 10 to 12 focused hours, that's 10 times better than working 24 hours a day with a groggy mind and not knowing shits that happen. It's not always about the amount of hours you're doing, but more about what you're doing with those hours. Obviously, you're not supposed to work 3 hours a day and expect great results. You have to work a lot of hours, just kind of like we're saying in this video right now. Next thing, super important, is sleep discipline. Okay? Sleep is one of the most common things that people look down on when it comes to this industry and when it comes to entrepreneurship and all this stuff. Like people just look at sleep and they're like, it's not important. Like there's no importance on it, whether it actually fucking is. There's a lot of fucking importance on sleep. And it's one of those things that you at the same time don't realize until you lose out on it. Like literally, until you start losing out on sleep, until you start losing out on the hours that you're sleeping every single day and it affecting your actual day to day, you're not going to realize that something is happening. And at that point, it's already going to be too late. Like I researched this a lot because I'm starting to get better at this myself. If you sleep, let's say 6 hours one day, 5 hours one day, 4 hour one day, 8 hours one day, 9 hours one day, you have this inconsistency in the amount of hours you sleep, you're actually only operating on 40 to 50% of your brain power. And imagine the amount of work that you're doing. Like, let's say you're doing enough work, you're getting some clients, you're making money on 40 to 50% of your brain power. Imagine what can happen at 80, 90%. Just imagine. It's crazy. It's mind blowing. And for me, that was like, oh shit. So now what I've done is I've actually allocated specific times where I have to be in bed and when I have to wake up. That way there's a lot more routine. And I value that in the stage where I'm at on the agency right now more than I value chaos. Like chaos is fine. It's good to get to your first 10K a month. Once you're scaling above that, man, you need to have fundamentals and structure in place. But if you're literally doing like 2K a month right now, 1K a month, and you want to get to 10, 20, 15K a month, yes, if you have to sleep a little bit less sometimes, it's fine. But make sure that you can as much as you can. And if you have work, if you have a job, if you have 9 to 5, obviously this is a lot more different. Then you have to figure out what's going to work the best for you. You probably have to sacrifice on a little bit more sleep if you don't want to sacrifice on your work. Is one way to do it. The seventh and closing into the last few things here is to understand, and this is a little bit outside of like a day-to-day thing, but understand what is your main priority in life right now. Right? What is your main priority right now? Look at your life, understand where you want to be in the next 3 to 5 years, and decide on what is the most important for you right now. What is the key thing that is gonna get you to that point, to that stage where you want to be in about 3 to 5 years, right? And this is gonna be hard, but say no to everything else. Extra social events, hanging out to kill time, F it. Busy work, kill time. Random hobbies, fuck it. Whatever is moving you towards the person that you want to become in the next 3 to 5 years, do that every single day. Say no to everything else. Yes, if you got to go out with your family sometimes. Yes, if you got to spend time with some friends here and there, maybe once a month or something like that, do it. But don't go out partying. Don't go out just doing something unnecessary that is not moving yourself and people like you to where you want to be. Like you're going to face such a lonely journey when you start this shit. It's going to be alone most of the time, 90, 80% of the time. You're not going to have nobody to speak with. You're going to spend your time alone. And just don't let it get to you in a point where you start thinking that you got to do stuff that you don't want to do. And just don't do stuff that you wouldn't want to do if you were that person that you want to be. Just act like you are that person and you won't do this kind of random stuff. That's just one of the main things. Another super important thing is to have zero dopamine distractions, right? Especially scrolling apps. Like you can have Snapchat, you can have WhatsApp if you want to talk with people and talk with friends, and if you have a girl, whatever that is, like that's not my issue. Scrolling apps, delete it. There's no point, there's no hiding the fact that scrolling apps literally kill your brain. Kill your brain, kill your focus. And if you're trying to be a high performing man or a woman in that sense, if you're watching this as well, that's totally cool. Everybody's welcome here, unless you're an identifiable creature. You're not like you can click off this video respectfully. I have no respect for you if you're they, them, fridge, whatever you want to call yourself. But other than that, if you're normal, you're welcome to watch this video. Point is delete those scrolling apps. Whatever you want to do in life, if you want to have focus, you can't do these scrolling apps. It's literally a gamble with your mind, your focus. Wait like 10, 15 years, it's gonna fuck you up. It's gonna fuck you up like you would never expect it. So please just delete them. TikTok, YouTube, Instagram Reels, Twitter, browsers, Twitter, Twitter's like whatever it is, Reddit, even whatever it is that is frying your dopamine. And don't lie to yourself. You know exactly what it is. Just delete it, right? If you want to have Snapchat, you can have Snapchat because it's a platform that you're able to communicate with people, and that's the only thing you would need. Everything else, delete it, right? Delete it, delete it, delete it. And this literally will reduce so many dopamine floods for you. Like I used to back in the day, like when I started, I used to wake up and the first thing I would do is go on Snapchat, answer a couple people. And then I would go on Instagram, scroll a little bit. And then I would go on TikTok, scroll a little bit. And then I would start my day. Do you know what that does? It gets your dopamine baseline level all the way up here because your brain doesn't know the difference between good and bad dopamine. It doesn't know the difference when you're actually pursuing your goal and becoming the best man possible and scrolling, watching fucking fails, bro. It doesn't know the difference. So what happens is that when you start your day, your brain goes all the way up here. Oh shit, we're doing something super productive. When you actually try to do something super productive, this is where your brain's at. This is why it's so fucking hard for you to get anything done. You're not able to do shit done. You're not able to do the basic small tasks. You're like, oh shit, I gotta scroll, I gotta do something, I gotta go. You're distracted, you're unfocused. Like just scrolling apps, just don't do them at all. They're not worth it. Last thing is the end of day shutdown. So review exactly what worked today. I typically do it in my notebook, and in all honesty, I don't really do it that much right now. I do like a daily habit tracker and stuff like that. If you have one of these, if you don't have them, buy one. They're super cheap. This one cost me like $5. write it down. What worked today? What needs adjusting? Like plan tomorrow on your computer, and then shut down internally. Okay, shut down. Put a day and time to put a time to initially shut down and lock off. Close all your social media. Close all the WhatsApp. Close all the client messages. Close everything that you can, so you can actually start to reset. Okay. Um, end of end of thing, my man. There's one thing I thought of. I was going to say to you guys is the identity with this whole thing, right? So you don't essentially do focus. Like you don't what do you call it? You don't just focus in a sense. You kind of become the person that is that works with this amount of depth and purpose and clarity. Like you don't it's very hard to put a word on it, but you understand it once you try doing some of these stuff. And I know I went super quickly through it because I have a meeting I should be on right now. And I'm going to have to end the video right now. But this was just, I know I haven't posted here in a long time. I wanted to provide as much value as I can. And this is literally, if you guys do this, especially the plan the night before, deleting the scrolling apps, focusing on sleep, not using your phone as much as you can, daily training, like those ones that I just ramped up right now on top of everything else that I said, like just please put that in place and just you're going to come back after just a week and you're going to see such a difference in your life, business, and productivity and just everything, like in general. Okay, pay focus to that, pay attention to it. Your health is so much more worth it than anything else in this world. Like everybody has problems, everybody has 99 problems until there's a health problem. That is when you only have one problem in life. And even in smaller like examples, you guys can see this. Everybody watching this video has probably been sick one time, and you know when your throat is fucking hurting, your nose is stuffed, and you're just fully like almost feeling dead, like your brain is hurting. Like, do you really care about like money at that point? You don't, bro. You just fucking lay in your bed and you just want to get better, bro. You just want your throat to be good. You just want to be able to talk and eat food again and taste food and this. That's just being sick, bro. Like imagine genuinely having problems with sleep, like insomnia and getting this type of shit. It's not worth it, man. The hustle mentality that people have bestowed upon people working 18, 19, 20 hours a day, like sleep 4 hours, bro. Like, come on, be realistic, okay? It's about what you do in those hours. So don't put excess importance on the amount of hours you work, but the quality of input that you do in those hours. That is why I emphasize a lot on focus. And again, wrapping up, this is not to say that you should only work 5 hours a day. Push for 10 to 12 because that is very realistic. If you sleep 8 and you work 12, that's 20 hours. You have 4 hours to gym, spend time with your family, and eat. That's good enough. 12 hours is realistic. 18, 16, 19, 20, bro, come on. You can do it for maybe 1 or 2 days, but after that, it's not worth it. Like, so keep that in mind. And I hope this was a lot of value for you guys. That's the whole point of this channel, just provide a lot of value to anybody out there. There's not a lot of people watching these videos, but at one point there will be. So I wish you guys the best. Remember, as always, you owe it to yourself to be great. There's no one that's going to come and save you guys. There's no one that's going to make you guys rich. There's no one coming there for you guys. It's literally you and you only. So make sure that you do exactly what you can do day by day to make yourself the greatest version of yourself. Check the description for the daily planner. It's going to be the biggest lever that you guys can essentially pull, and then put everything else in place. If you guys have any questions, feel free, leave it in the comments, leave it in, or send me a message on IG, whatever it is. And then let me know if there's any video request or something specific you guys want to see. If not, peace out. Hope you guys have a great rest of your guys' days, and go crush it.